So hi everyone, my name is Miguel. I'm currently a year one Nanyang business student at NTU. So before I was a Nanyang business student, I was also a fellow alumni at Niam Polytechnic studying international trade and business. And I was also a fellow member of the Sandbox Advocates before I graduated from Niam Polytechnic. Because I've been doing this buying and selling things ever since secondary school, just for side income. So I think after I completed my intern, it gave me some experience of what is it like being in the real world working industry. So I think with that experience, it also gave me inspiration or motivation to actually do something that is like a business. So when I graduated from poly, I had some spare time before coming into uni. So I'm a person that needs things to do. So I'm always looking for things to do. For example, like creating videos or just something to do. So with that few months I had between my break after graduating and uni, I decided to just why not just do it? Just start now, since I have all these inspirations and ideas that have been bugging me for so long. So that's why it was launched last year on Labor Day itself. So I think inspiration came on how can I be this linking bridge between these local businesses who are able to produce such quality and genuinely handmade products, and with people with higher purchasing power, such as the consumers in Singapore. So I think that was the initial inspiration of why I decided to start the business. I think the school has helped me in terms of being in business itself and being in the Sandbox Advocates. I think it exposed me to a lot of like-minded people. I think Ngee Ann Poly did that quite well. In terms of the Sandbox, I also gained advice from my mentors, people like Mr. Allen. So I think one of the challenges we initially faced is how do we make these very sustainable products of good quality, but also how do we make it relevant to our local consumers here in Singapore. And also as a start, I think for me personally, I was a student and I still am a student. There's a struggle between prioritizing your different things in life. For example, studies, your sleep, your social life, your business. I think that was one of the struggles that I initially faced, because business is very demanding. There's a never-ending list of things to do actually when you start a business. So I guess it's actually like prioritizing as well. I would say if right now I'm a student, and I'm only 10 months into it, so I'm still learning also. But if I were to give advice, I would say if you're a student and you really have this bugging conscious or you have this idea that have been bugging you for many years, I would say really just give it a try. It's not so complicated like registering a company. Just think of the idea, work with a friend, simply go to Photoshop or Canva, design a logo and then work on it, really just work on it. For example, the things that I do now is really very technical. Going to Photoshop, updating my product stocks on Shopee and Lazada, packaging my items. It's really a lot of doing. So I would say if you have this idea of creating a business, really go for it. Especially if you are a student, if you are willing to try. As a student, I really believe we have a lower opportunity cost where we can afford to fail compared to when we are working adults, when we have our actual jobs.